Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. It's me, Mario from Scarlet Studios, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at my top 10 favorite shows. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 10, Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu. I watched every episode of the show multiple times because of my nephew. He really loves this show. And as much as he watched it and me watching it, it built a relationship between me and the show, and I grew to love the show as much as he did. Well, I wouldn't say as much. He can watch the same episode 15 times over and over again, but I really do enjoy this show. I like a lot of it. I like the action. I like the comedy. There's a lot to like about the show. Not too many things not to like. I don't think there's something. I can't really think of something off the top of my head that I didn't like about the show. Number 9, Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom was the show that I adored as a kid. The show had an amazing concept. A superhero ghost that can fight crime and save his world from other ghosts. How cool was that? I think the show had not only an amazing hero but great villains. They all may have been ghosts, but they all had different powers and different reasons on why they were attacking the city. And I love the show, and I recently rewatched it on Hulu, and it holds to how I pictured it in my mind, and it's amazing. So yeah, we're on number 8, and I'm 50 feet away from my microphone. So the order is actually one of few shows I tried to stay up for, and I thought it was gonna come out at 12 like most shows, but no, it didn't. It came out at 3. So I hate you, Netflix. But back to the show. The show is actually really good. If you guys are looking for like a magic or werewolf type of show, this show is perfect. 2 seasons, so feel free to binge. Number 7, we have On My Block. Okay, I know every teenager and their mother watches this show, but I've personally rewatched this show 5 different times since it first aired, okay? Take that how you want, but I think this show is good. Okay, their environment is very realistic, although there are some things that seem a little far-fetched. But overall, this is a pretty good show, and you should watch it. And if not, then don't. Number 6, Haikyuu. Although I have not finished the show, I can say now how much I enjoyed the show so far. The volleyball is such an interesting sport. Like, it's a sport that I've never thought I'd find interest to, but the show has definitely opened my eyes to it. If I ever do make a part 2 to this video, it'll obviously be when I finish the show, and we'll see if my opinion on it has changed or not. But as of right now, number 6, Haikyuu. Number 5, Avatar: The Last Airbender. The Last Airbender is an amazing show that shows a story that is very different from most. Watching the show, you'll find yourself invested in characters and their arcs and development. The show is pretty good, and it got some fighting in it, so if that's your thing, then, the show's full of it. If you like anime art style, that's also in the show, so, yeah, it's really good. And I may be a new fan to it, but I really enjoy it, thus it getting the number 5 spot. To be honest, I'm tired of doing that outrageous intro, so I'm gonna go back to the regular. Number 4, Cobra Kai, the continuation of the Karate Kid saga, or as Ralph Macchio would say, the Karate Kid soap opera. But anyways, back to the show. The show's great, the characters go through realistic development, and if you have a passion for fighting and you love that kind of stuff, then watch the show, You want to see somebody get knocked out, then go ahead. Number 3, The Flash. As I said in my last video, wait, what was that? What was sorry for that horrible mess up. But as I said in my last video, The Flash is the first show I fell in love with. And say what you want about season 4 and 5, but there is no doubt there are a lot of redeeming qualities. The Flash himself, his character, his his development from being having PTSD about his parents' death to finally accepting that he too can be happy, even though he is the protector and hero of Central City. Coming in at number two, we have Troll Hunters Tales of Arcadia. I don't think I've ever been more attached to an animated show like this before, especially one that's been labeled as, for rather, quote unquote kids. But this show is amazing. It's far beyond this quote unquote kids show. It's actually amazing. And if you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch it. I mean, there's there's a lot to like about this show, and really, it's perfect. All right, everyone. The point you finally reached. The number one show. If you guys looked at the thumbnail, you guys would know that the number one spot goes to Daredevil. All right, Daredevil is a masterpiece. Okay, it shows compassion on so many different levels for the characters. I think we can all appreciate this show, and I'm gonna say the most cliche thing ever here, and I'm not sorry for saying it. This isn't just a superhero show. It's a show about character. It's a show about everything you can imagine. This show doesn't rush into anything, which for some people can get boring, and I understand that, but for me it gives me something to look forward to. Every episode's an hour or near that mark, and it's amazing. I don't think there's much of anything I would change about this show, and I love it. It's my favorite show, and it has the number one spot. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, you liked it, and also leave a like if you want, and if you don't, then you don't.